Hello everyone. Many things will change in Wrath of the Lich King Phase 4. We will, for example, now finally be able to use the original quest helper. Something that should definitely have been implemented in the beginning of Wrath of the Lich King Classic. But nonetheless, it's finally here. What's also finally here is the random dungeon finder. So now it will be a lot easier for you to also find a party for a specific dungeon, or maybe just a random dungeon. This tool will allow you to also group up with people from other servers, because yeah, it's going to be cross-realm. You can do normal dungeons, heroics, titan rooms, yeah, gamma, beta, and even alpha it seems. And depending on your level, then you will also receive some random loot. For example, at lower levels, a sack that contains blue item, and later on emblems and gold. With this new feature, a new achievement has also been implemented into the game. Or well, in fact, 3 new achievements. What you need to do in these achievements is to use the random dungeon finder with random people. And once you have done this with, for example, 50 people, you will unlock the title, the patient. And after 100 people, you will unlock a new pet, Perky Pug. So the random dungeon finder is definitely something a lot of people are looking forward to. They probably have ever since the release of Wrath of the Lich King. In Phase 4, the daily dungeon quest will now reward you with 2 Emblems of Triumph. And all the different bosses in Heroics will now reward you with Emblems of Conquest. So it's going to be a lot easier for you to catch up on a fresh level 80 character. Another cool feature that has been implemented is the weekly raid boss. In this case, I for example have to slay Zephyrion. And yeah, even though my character is proper geared and I don't really need anything here, then it's going to be important to do the weekly raid. Especially for 10 Emblems of Frost. And the daily heroic will also reward you with Emblems of Frost. So this is going to be mandatory in case you would also like to gear up your character as fast as possible. In my opinion, the weekly raid boss will have a huge positive impact on the game. When you reach level 80 and you would like to join your first raid, then you can even find higher level geared characters who would actually like to help you because they are also gonna benefit from doing the raid. But what is the Emblems of Frost? Well, this is the new currency you can get in Phase 4, and you spend these at a quartermaster in Dalaran City. Here you can purchase many different level 80 items, and yeah, most of these are better than any trial of the Crusader gear you can get. You can also purchase the new material Primordial Serenite for 23 Emblems of Frost. And yeah, this is not bind on equip or bind on pickup, you can sell these on the auction house, probably for a high amount of gold. Talking about new currencies, then Defilers Scourgestones is also a new currency you receive when you do the new Titan Rune. This is the Titan Rune Protocol Alpha, also known as Heroic Plus mode, but the new version in Phase 4. With this new currency, you can purchase items that usually drops inside the raid trial of the Crusader on 25 man. So if you still lack a specific item from that raid, then now it's going to be a lot easier for you to also acquire that specific item, or overall just gear up your character a lot faster in preparation for the new raid, Icecrown Citadel. But what is Icecrown Citadel? Well, this is the new raid in Phase 4, where you have to defeat 12 different bosses. You can do this in 10 and 25 man and on normal and heroic mode. One big change that has been done is that now you can also obtain shadowfrost shards even without being on the quest. So when you for example do your first raid on 25 man, then there's even a chance that you can start collecting these. This is a big change and it'll allow you to also get your Shadowmourne a lot quicker. So yeah, as you can see right here, I can collect these shards without even being on the quest. So like I mentioned, it will be a lot easier for you to also obtain a Shadowmourne. This is also because the drop rate has been improved and the final boss in every single wing will have a 100% chance to drop a Shadowfrost shard. So this is definitely a big change compared to original Wrath of the Lich King. Whenever you slay something in Icecrown Citadel, then you will also be rewarded with Ashen Verdict Reputation. This is a new faction inside Icecrown Citadel, and when you reach friendly, then you unlock this quest from this NPC where you can also pick a random ring. There's going to be a ring for DPS, healer and tank. And yes, this is going to be range, melee DPS and even spellcasters. As you gain more reputation and reach either honored, revered or exalted, then you can upgrade this ring even further. but you can only use one of these at a time. If you chose the wrong ring, or you would just like to try one of the other ones, well then right next to there's another NPC, and for 200 gold you can exchange this. When you reach Honored and Revert, then you can also speak to this quartermaster and purchase new plans, patterns and other things for your professions. This allows you to craft 264 epic items, and they're bind on equip, so you can also sell them on the auction house. So yeah, each of these will of course require you to get reputation, but also a primordial serenite. This was the material I talked about earlier in the video. Beside Icecrown Citadel being a new raid in Phase 4, then there will also be a new raid boss in Vault of Archeron. And this you can do once again on 10 and 25 man. On 25 man mode you can get Wrathful Gladiator items, so the new Season 8 PvP items, but also Tier 10 items. And these Tier 10 items is equal to what you get in Icecrown Citadel 25 man mode. On 10 man you can get Season 7 PvP items, so Relentless Gladiator, but also Tier 10 items, but these are equal to what you get on 10 man normal mode. 3 new dungeons has also been introduced: the Forge of Souls, Pit of Seren and Halls of Reflection. These are all located in Icecrown. Doing these on normal mode will reward you with epic items, so it allows you to catch up on a fresh level 80 character. You can also do them on heroic mode for even better loot. There will also be a quest chain for these dungeons that reward you with Emblems of Frost. And without completing the quest chain that you start in Forge of Souls, then you will not be able to do Halls of Reflection or Pit of Seren. The Wintergrasp Quartermaster now also sells many new items, for example shoulders, either cloth, leather, mail and plate shoulders. And there will be something for every single role in the game. These shoulders are pretty much equal to Relentless Gladiator items, and the good thing is that you can already prepare for these items because you can just do Wintergrasp in Phase 3 and save your marks for the upcoming patch. Talking about PvP, then we of course also get the new Season 8 Wrathful Gladiator. And in Stormwind City as an alliance, or Orgrimmar as a horde, you can spend your honor on the new off pieces. So either a new belt, bracer, a pair of boots, a ring, a cloak, or maybe even a neck. So yeah, many changes but also new implementations in Phase 4. And I'm definitely looking forward to level up a character with random dungeon finder, or just overall when I have to gear up a character at level 80, because it's gonna be a lot easier and probably also a lot more fun. For more Wrath of the Lich King guides or maybe even leveling guides, make sure to check out the channel.